Shop with me at Dollar Tree. Hi, you guys. Thanks so much for shopping with me at Dollar Tree. I was so excited to go see all of the lemon theme they have going on. And this is what they have. I loved their kitchen towels. As always, they are on the thinner side, but if you use them for just decorative purposes only, they're perfect for that. They did have these very cute bows. I just love these glasses. You really just cannot go wrong with this lemon theme. They also did have these cute mugs. The mugs here are some of the cheapest you're going to find, and I've bought a few and they never go bad. They did have the lemon plates as well. They did have this blue theme going on. You could do the solids or the white and blue. White and blue has become really popular for the springtime, and I love it as well. If you don't want something so vibrant, you can always go a little bit more classic with that white and blue. These mugs were a little bit different from the lemons. They were shorter. They had a few different platters, which I hope to see more of these and other items like glasses or cups or plates. The watermelon theme is a favorite. They added a lot of new fun cups. I love the Barbie ones. My son was looking at the Paw Patrol ones, but then they did also have some Minnie and the Disney princesses, which my daughter loves. So if you are still needing some fillers for an Easter basket or just want to give some few treats, they have so many goodies. I hadn't seen these egg-shaped for deviled eggs, as well as these egg-shaped tray Easter bunnies. These were super cute. The aqua one was probably our favorite, but then they had this green one, and they did also have a lavender color, so they had quite a bit of options in this bunny one. I thought it was super adorable, especially for kids. My daughter loves deviled eggs, and just something in a platter like that makes it a little special for them. They have a lot of different baskets, gift boxes, a ton of party favors. I did love this one. It was a tablecloth, but for the kiddos, it's a full activity tablecloth, which is really fun. They added some crock dupes, which I haven't seen before. These are going for $5. They did have quite a bit of them. I'm not sure if you've seen them in your Dollar Tree, but this is the first time I've seen these at my Dollar Tree. They still have a little bit of these oven mitts. I love all of those colors on them. They haven't sold out, which is surprising. And I wanted to just show you guys this full aisle for the kiddos. So many different beach toys, spring toys. This pattern is always my favorite, so I'm always going to check that out. This was a balloon hoop, another item I had not seen. Just a perfect little item to decorate a little bit more. A headband. I haven't seen that headband before. Some more party trays here. And I noticed that these paper plates did match with that tablecloth, and I just loved that. I even loved how those paper plates were squared shaped. I don't know what it was, but that was a perfect little setup for a spring barbecue. This one as well, super cute with the florals, popsicle plates, stripe plates here. So many different plates to choose from. These were plastic plates, so these were a little bit more durable. I love the scallop trimming on them, and they had so many of those different colors that we saw in the Easter egg trays. And in the women's accessories, we caught a lot of new goodies as well. I felt like this gold clip looked like a shell, but they did have some butterflies. That butterfly one was really cute. They have a ton of the basic ones, like the smaller ones. This was another one with some pearl details on it. This one was a rose. I thought this was so cute. Now something like this is so expensive, at least $10 at Target. So here for $1.25, I say that is well worth it. A ton of different headbands. That one had a pearl on it. This was another one that looked something like you would find at Target. They just have a ton of options to choose from. I especially love the pearl ones, but then these checkered lavender pastels were super pretty, and those still do have that pearl detail on them. I had not seen those before. They did add a few different scarves. They always have these no-show socks. And I have been recently seeing a lot of items for bride-to-be. So if you are recently engaged, they do have some goodies here at Dollar Tree. If you are going to be having a bachelorette party, all of the basic needs that you would want to make it cute. I believe it's bride season. I didn't realize that this is the season that you get married, but it is, makes sense. It's a perfect spring season. A ton of organizers. They have these smaller trash cans. These here are for $5. They're not super large. More organizing kits. These here are all going for about $5. These baskets as well. Another organizer here. This was a 2-stacker. And this was a bin for $5, a pretty decently sized bin. It's not one of those larger ones, more medium sized, but it definitely will get the job done. A foldable step ladder for $5. Those come in handy when you least expect it. A 6-cube storage rack. They have those bins I'll show you a little later that are only for $1.25. So that's a good organizing kit on a budget. All of the lanterns, and I hadn't seen these fold out chairs here. These are for $9. You could potentially find these a little cheaper at Academy. They have a few different doormats. This one says family and friends welcome. These are pretty durable. I've seen some at Dollar General that are not as durable, and they do tend to slide around. These here are pretty great quality, only for $5. This one says bless this home. I thought that was really sweet. Wipe your paws for all of my dog lovers out there. This was a lemon gardening tote. I hadn't seen this before. Very cute. If you do have a garden or tend to your yard like I want to do, this is kind of a good little storage bag to carry around. Even have some water for yourself in that bag. These were really cute. I loved the boot. This was a new Tupperware with the lemon theme, so it would go perfect if you do have that lemon theme. It's a plastic little Tupperware just to storage food in. They had a few different new ones I hadn't seen either, that purple trimming one. And it is true, if you are in need of those aluminum pans, they did also go up to $1.75 here at Dollar Tree. So they did make their way up all the way to that $1.75. They did add these new soaps. I don't know what it was about them, but I loved the look of them. We smelled them. They smelled pretty nice. They do have the Arm & Hammer soaps as well, though. Some new placemats. Enjoyed the little things. I thought that one was really sweet. But they did have a few options. This one says Live Simply here, and this one was more of a basic one that didn't say anything on it. I did like that one. This would match perfectly, that mosaic tile. They had a few different coasters there, and these were the bins I was speaking about, only $1.25 that you could put in that rack in the beginning of the video for $5. So if you want to organize, it would easily cost just under $10 to definitely get yourself organized. They had these villain socks. I love these villain socks. My brother is a big villain lover for Disney. We just love Disney in general, but villains is a popular one. I recently just saw Maleficent. I believe it's called Maleficent. And my daughter and I love that movie. More socks, so many different ones to choose from. Some more Disney. I always got to document the Disney items. And I was looking for something to storage my olive oil, and I found it perfectly. It is glass, so I did love that. Only $1.25. And they had a lot of new brooms, some pretty decent brooms at that, only $5. All right, you guys, I want to thank you so much. If you stuck with me through to the end, I do post every day, Monday through Friday, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Bye, you guys.